Retire means, think of the word retire. We say retire, I'm going to retire tonight. I'm going to sleep. Retire means I'm quitting, essentially. I'm stopping my life. Now, if you say I'm retiring from this job in order to do something greater, by all means. But we know what retirement means, preparing to die. And you want to have a most pleasant type of transition. Mark Twain said Manchester for that reason, right? He wanted to live in Manchester the last years of his life. I don't know how Manchester deals with this insult, but he said because Manchester makes the transition to death easier. If you've been to Manchester, you know what he's talking about. But it's not just Manchester. I can tell you a bunch of cities like that. I think every city actually has places, haunts and places where it's a great transition. I know a guy who lived in Florida, a very intelligent man. I know him before when he was in the work, what do you call it? The workforce. Then he retired, he had money, and he played golf, and then he watched his television programs. That was his life. And it was hard for me to imagine because he was a very driven person, a very spirited person, a lot of energy, a lot of intelligence. And I asked him once, I said to him, how do you deal with this psychologically? Isn't it like depressing? A person like you could be so productive, you could advise people. I'm not saying you have to go back to full-time work, but you could advise, you're wise, you're of experience. Humorously he said to me, no, the golf is perfect. He said, the golf course is a great transition to death, he said. He's looking at me seriously. He was like, I said, why you say that? He says, because look at a golf course. It looks just like a cemetery, and it has even holes in the ground. That's what he put it. So he was being, somewhat facetious. But it was interesting how he says, rolling makes you feel like, you're calm. I go out for 6 hours. I knock these holes into the balls into the holes. Anyway, that was his way of putting a golf course. I'm not trying to demean golf courses in the golf industry. I hope nobody out there is taking this personally. But let's not get into that. So what happens is we have this ability to turn into inanimate pieces of earth, a lump. You ever see or hear someone say, I feel like a lump, just like a lump, and just fall into a couch, and from a lump becomes a couch potato. There's probably other synonyms. I'm being humorous here, but at the same time, my friends, you'll understand this is serious business as well.